The LST is the backbone of every amphibious attack. Around her efficient and successful employment revolves to a great degree the success of the invasion. She's no glamour girl in looks. She's designed, built, and employed for one primary purpose: to get men and equipment ashore. The largest possible amounts in the shortest possible time. Enough materials and equipment to overcome an enemy who is already entrenched there. Heading now for the assault area, the LSTs are really carrying the ball. They've got the men who are going to hit the beach, the vehicles that are going to take them there, so they're well protected, not only by destroyers and gunboats, but also by their own not inconsiderable firepower. They can't go around choosing battleships, but they can put up quite a respectable anti-aircraft barrage with their 20 millimeters, 40s, and 3-inch 50s.
Sitting along the shores of Muskegon Lake rests a ship unlike any other, the USS LST-393, a vessel built for war. During World War II, this ship carried troops, tanks, ammunition, and supplies into some of the most dangerous operations of the conflict. She crossed the English Channel during the D-Day invasion, helping deliver men and equipment to the shore of Normandy as Allied forces fought to liberate Europe. And the USS LST-393 carried more than just soldiers into battle. She transported wounded servicemen away from the front lines, men who had witnessed the horrors of war firsthand, men whose lives would never be the same. She also carried captured German prisoners of war across the Atlantic, enemy soldiers who had survived the fighting only to find themselves imprisoned aboard the very ships helping to defeat them. Fear, pain, loss, relief, hope, desperation. For years, all of it passed through these steel walls. Every deck, every compartment, every narrow corridor hidden deep within the ship. And while history records where this vessel traveled, history doesn't tell us what may have been left behind. Because for decades, stories have surrounded the USS LST-393. Stories of unexplained voices, footsteps heard where no one is standing, strange encounters in areas thought to be empty, experiences that continue to fuel speculation that this ship may hold more than memories of the past. Tonight, we're stepping aboard to investigate those claims for ourselves. Because if places can absorb the emotions of the people who pass through them, there are very few places with a history as heavy as this one, and few places with more reason to leave a lasting impression. The USS LST-393, a ship forged by war, a ship remembered by history, and perhaps a ship that refuses to let go of its past.
My name is Trevor Jensen.
Where are you from?
I am from Muskegon. I was born and raised in Muskegon my entire life.
My name is Riley Clark.
Where are you from?
I am from Grand Haven, Michigan.
We've had this conversation for a long time. What is this moment being on the ship, this deck right here, mean to you?
Being able to come onto the LST-393 is a very honorable thing that we get to do.
The LST for me has always been one of those like weird anomalies as you go downtown Muskegon. And with D-Day literally being a week out, the anticipation from the energy that is here from everybody that was once on this ship, I feel like is still ringing through these halls.
Do you feel like you get an idea when you sit on this deck and you look facing me towards the camera, how foreboding that could be?
Yeah, I mean, right over Trevor's right shoulder is the flag that they flew on D-Day in Normandy.
Is it safe to say that the LSTs are the ship that won the war?
I 100% think if you do not get the supply line, the infrastructure, and the bodies moved, no, we don't win the war. We don't. These were the most pivotal part of the war. All the firepower in the world can, win a fight, but what wins the long war?
Without the LST, we don't get tanks.
No, we don't nearly have as much firepower rolling into what you want at that point. You're just throwing bodies to a meat grinder, if that's what it was.
Why do you want to investigate for the paranormal on the ship?
I've always been very intrigued by anything that has to do with history. I've always been a big World War II buff. I've always found it to just be fascinating that the world was in such a chaotic state at that point in time, and the stories and the heroic actions and like what have you is always so interesting. But just to know that there's people's stories that are living through these antiques, through the shared memories, like that to me is the biggest, most awesome part about the investigation. In 1940, following the catastrophic Allied retreat at Dunkirk, British forces realized conventional ships were entirely incapable of loading or landing heavy equipment directly on unprotected enemy coastlines.
This tribute must go to the men of the rearguard. Their job was to fight on until the evacuation was almost complete. They have suffered terribly. They have left behind thousands of dead. They fought their last battle from the water's edge before they dived in and swam out to the ships.
Winston Churchill directly challenged American engineers to develop an ocean-crossing vessel that could deliberately run itself aground, open its massive bow doors, drop a ramp, and discharge armored divisions directly into active combat zones.
An invasion now will be supported by a much more carefully prepared tackle and equipment of landing craft and other apparatus, all of which will have been planned and manufactured during the winter months.
The resulting design was a 328-foot landing ship, tank LST. Due to their flat bottoms, slow speeds, maxing out at about 10 to 12 knots, lack of heavy defensive armaments, and hulls packed to capacity with ammunition and highly volatile fuel, crews tasked with manning them devised a dark, fatalistic acronym for the LST, Large Slow Target. LST-393 was laid down on July 27, 1942, by the Newport News Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Company in Virginia. Built at the frantic wartime clip, she was launched in November and officially commissioned on December 11, 1942, rushed directly toward the front lines. The Sicilian invasion, July 1943. So before earning her place at Normandy, LST-393 was blooded in Operation Husky, pushing directly onto the volatile beaches of Sicily under chaotic conditions that helped establish the vital beachhead required to pierce the Axis-controlled Europe. The Salerno firestorm, September 1943. 2 months later, the ship plunged into the Salerno landings in Italy. For 5 consecutive days, the LST-393 sat vulnerable on the shoreline under merciless shelling from hidden German shore batteries. Amid exploding shells, the crew manned their anti-aircraft guns, continuously returning fire and downing enemy German fighter planes. The Christmas Eve Ghost Hunt, 1943. On Christmas Eve, while cutting through pitch black waters in a tense convoy, the crew spotted German U-boats tracking them less than 5,000 yards away. General quarters sounded. In total darkness, the U-boats vanished into the dark without firing a torpedo. The absolute dread of sitting blind in a thin steel hull waiting for an explosion left an individual's psyche scarred and a scar on the ship's history.
General Dwight D. Eisenhower prioritized LSTs so heavily that he delayed the entire D-Day invasion by an entire month, specifically to allow shipyards to finish constructing more vessels. Without ships like the LST-393, Operation Overlord was logistically impossible. LST-393 arrived at Omaha Beach sector on the night of June 6, 1944. The following morning, June 7, she drove her bow into the sand at the Fox Green sector to the off-land Sherman tanks. The violent, unprecedented Normandy tides quickly receded, leaving LST-393 completely high and dry. For 2 grueling days, the massive, defenseless target sat marooned on the open sand, entirely exposed to artillery fire and relentless German Luftwaffe strafing runs. Once freed by the high tide, the LST-393 became an unending shuttle of war, completing 30 relentless round trips across the trenches, English Channel, between the bloody shores of France and the supply ports of England. Scope of service over a 3-year military career, the LST-393 logged 51,817 nautical miles and conducted 75 beach landings. However, the true energetic weight of the ship lies in the exact number of human souls that crossed her threshold. 9,135 Allied soldiers, more than half of any Army's division of young, terrified men, packed shoulder to shoulder in the dark interior spaces, waiting to run down the ramp into gunfire. 5,373 German prisoners of war, thousands of captured enemy troops held under heavy guard within the stark, echoing caverns of the tank deck. 817 wounded casualties. On her very first return trip from Omaha Beach, the ship was packed with hundreds of mangled, dying soldiers. The tank deck and the breathing spaces were immediately transformed into makeshift, blood-soaked triage units filled with the screams of agony of dying men. The tropical ghost paint after surviving Europe, LST-393 returned to the US in April 1945. Repainted into a bright tropical camouflage, she was ordered to the Panama Canal for the impending invasion of Japan. She was halfway through the canal when the atomic bomb fell and the war ended forever, freezing her in an unused Erie Pacific War paint. Decommissioned in 1946, she was stripped of her guns and sold to the Sand Project Corporation of Detroit in 1948. Renamed Highway 16, she spent decades operating as a commercial ferry transporting new automobiles across Lake Michigan. To convert the ship into a car ferry, workers welded the legendary bow doors completely shut. For nearly 60 years, the massive steel jaws that opened to the horrors of Omaha Beach remained sealed tight, trapped. The heavy, dark, silent atmosphere of the original tank deck inside. It wasn't until 2007 that a group of dedicated veterans and volunteers cut the welds, allowing those heavy steel doors to swing open to the light once more.
So currently we took a small break to let some of our stuff get back to being a good charge so we don't lose it in the middle of the night. And while we were just sitting here talking about what we had experienced here in the past couple of hours, me and Riley 100% heard what sounded like a disembodied voice. And then as we were talking about the disembodied voice, it sounded like somebody was walking over there. So like, I think
To be clear, what we heard was like a
yeah, like a deep breath and like almost like a woo. And then as far as like the walking sound goes, like I've been hearing like, you know, that tic-tac sound that we've been hearing that just comes from the ship. Just normal ship, you know? But then ever so often,
we've been hearing things that don't sound like the ship. At this point, I feel like I'm pretty used to the noises that the ship makes.
yeah, because you can discern whether it's like a, or like the tick sound of the ship moving and yawing.
Yeah, but our plan is we're gonna put this up in the captain's quarters area.
Throw a REM pod down with it so we can see what happens. We'll throw a couple more devices that way. That way you guys will be able to see what's going on. Something's here.
Alrighty, my name is Riley, and I am on the ship tonight to try and communicate with any spirits that are aboard the LST-393.
And my name is Trevor Jensen. I'm also here to communicate with you. If there's anything that you would like us to share, please by all means let us know and we'll do our best to tell everybody what you want us to get out into the world again. So if you could, please come and touch any of the devices that we have sitting out right now. And I appreciate you.
Okay, that didn't sound like it came from
It
the
did.
outside of the ship.
It also didn't sound like a ticky-tack sound. It sounded like if like this type of
It
sound.
was like,
Yeah, I don't even think there's much over here that would do that. Other than the infirmaries right here. If that was you, over next to the infirmary or deeper into the bowels of the ship, please make another sound. It's really dark over there.
I can see it through your screen right now.
Really
It's
dark.
just
It's
black.
black. Can you knock on the wall again?
See, that was the
That
ship.
was a tick. Yeah, that was the tick from the ship.
That was from above.
Yeah, that I believe was a tick for sure. I don't know. I'm gonna go back in here. If that was you, please come join us in this room.
If you could you come touch this device with the antenna?
Just get close to it and it'll make a noise for us and we'll know you're here with us. It's ominously like...
It's liminal, bro. Like
Yeah.
that buzz. Look at that.
And like the thing that I'm finding really quickly out is sound dies in here, but it also gets amplified.
Oh.
Can you get a little closer? That was
That's
the
me.
cat balls from you, yeah. Thank you. If that was you that made that sound earlier, can you stop touching that?
That's what it was doing at Posey.
Mm-hmm. And then after it did this for a while, it stopped. I'm gonna zero this out, and if you can keep trying to do it.
See, it's not my... I was gonna say, we should just walk away and see if it stops. That was Trevor. The cat ball.
Alright. If that was you, we're gonna back up and we'll let you do that again.
I just walked over there, bro.
fuck?
What the fuck?
It's full barred out, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, just stop.
What? Okay, while we were setting this up, Riley and I haven't even really gotten close to this. And Riley walked up to it, and it's...
It's literally full.
Is it bugging out, or is it... The very bottom one's 0.
Is it my phone?
No.
Whoa. Dude, my phone wasn't making it go off. I put it right up to the thing.
You heard that, right?
Turn the sensitivity down to like 1.
You heard that, right? Is somebody out there?
No.
I just heard walking. What the fuck, dude? You heard walking too, right?
I heard something behind me, yeah.
Dude, what the hell?
Hello? If someone's in here, make that device go off again. Just...
Seat period. Can you tell us what part of the ship we're in on this little box that's right here in front of me? Or can you touch the device that's sitting on the sink right here? Just touch that antenna. So, yeah, Riley, we're currently in what, the bathroom area, I guess you'd call it?
Berthing deck.
On the berthing deck. And I mean, this is a very highly trafficked area if you think about it.
You had to spend a lot of time coming through here.
A lot of bodies came through. I mean, how many sinks are there right here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sinks.
And there's 7 down there, so there's 14 sinks.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not going.
Are you guys getting ready to go to bed?
Are you nervous about the upcoming invasion?
Let's see. If I get close, I'm gonna think it's my phone. But look at it. You get your phone close?
Because we're in proximity.
But we weren't nowhere near that close.
The only thing I could think of is if maybe this was like close to that, but why is it not going off now? So if there is anybody right now here with us,
Jesus,
that's what I'm saying, dude.
Dude, that's
It's
full.
pegged. Yeah, it's pegged.
It was all the way. I was facing the other way. So whatever you people want to say, like.
And now it's going off like ever so subtly. Fish.
I caught a fish, bro.
Fish creature.
I literally caught a fish out there.
Faye, reveal, beg, drunk.
Dude, I have the chills right now.
Me too.
What the fuck is going on right now?
I'm gonna back up again from this device. I don't think it's us, dude. Because it was pegged and now it's just bouncing. Could you stop touching that device for me? Just let it go and walk away from it. Alright, now stop touching it, please.
Are you trying to use the sink? Okay. Can you do 1 time for yes, 2 times for no?
It's my turn to use the sink. I changed the sensitivity 3 times and it didn't stop.
Set it on all the levels of belong nation. What nation do you belong? They're asking us. I'm American. I'm from Muskegon.
I was born and raised in Muskegon as well.
What?
That didn't sound like a normal sound. It sounded like That sound like
Hopefully
fabric.
that caught it. Hopefully the shotgun might caught it over there.
Of course, we walk away from it.
Can you make that stop?
Can you knock that device over? Push it into the sink? Just give it a nice hard push.
Dude, how long? It was like 10 minutes. and it
Without
wasn't going
anything,
on.
yeah.
Should we leave?
Do you want us to leave the room? Here, we'll walk away.
Dude, what if they're talking Morse code?
Doot, doot, doot.
I just want to see it, how far away we go, and it keeps going.
Or if it gets more intense. I have full body goosebumps again.
So that's where we are on the ship, y'all. It's still going off.
It's still yelling.
Can you stop that?
The device is pissed.
Dude. It's just straight pegged. Okay, zeroed it again.
Other option we have? We have 2 of them.
Yeah, set that one in there. In the middle.
Let's see if both of these freak out.
You're zeroing the bottom one's 0 temperature.
Oh.
This one's 0, 0. Alright, we'll stand in the middle of them, I guess. Okay, we got another one out for you. Can you make that one go off now?
Either one.
Oh!
Dude. That's impressive. Can you jump to this one?
Can you touch this one now? There's like a cold breeze by my feet.
Yeah, come on through the doorway and then touch that one for us.
Dude,
Dude, what the hell?
That one's not going off at all now.
There it goes.
Can you touch this one now? Please? It'll let us know. You didn't hear that? It sounded like a voice.
Yeah. Who's up here with us?
Came from back there.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. If you're here with us, can you stop touching the device that's right here on the floor and touch the one that's in the sink, pretty please?
Sir?
Attend hut! At ease! That was kind of spooky.
Dude, I swear on my life,
You heard somebody talk
I
too.
heard a voice down there.
whisper,
I
right?
thought it sounded like someone go, whoop.
Yeah, like a whisper, like... "Huh."
And I was looking this way when it happened.
I was
but
looking straight at that.
It came from all the way down there.
Well, and it was loud enough to travel past everything and over top of that sound, too. To lose his mind again. If that's you, can you back away from this device? If there's more than one of you, can you all please step back?
Alright, one of you step forward. Can you step back? Next person, step forward. So there's just one of you?
What the fuck, dude? Did you hear it?
Are you
It went
making
beep,
music?
boop, boop. Are you enjoying touching that device that's on the floor? Can you play Beethoven's Symphony for me?
Are you making a war tune? Dude, it's like...
It's like feathering it too at times. That's all the way pegged.
Can you just do it? Make it, won't light up one color.
Just do a very light touch and it'll light up red for us. Try that right now.
Does that take a lot of energy?
Like I said before, if you need to, go ahead and use mine.
Yeah, these devices, you can take all of the energy from them. My gimbal's about to die.
Is it alright? We'll take a break and go back down there in a second then.
Okay, we're gonna have to get going.
We are currently going to go grab our static cams that is currently in the captain's quarters.
And then we're gonna investigate
And
there.
we're gonna go investigate in there. And then we're gonna investigate some other stuff.
What's our quickest route? Probably this way, right?
Either way, yeah, as long as we go up and then up again.
We are entering the room.
Hello, captains. I was just like dead. Oh, man, it didn't.
Wait, it was off though,
Why was it off?
wasn't it?
Yeah. Why was this off?
Was it really off?
Yes. Why was this off? Oh, it might have died. It might have died. Yeah, it died. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You want me to do Estes? Or you go, oh, you're gonna already do one?
You're like, wait a minute.
Alright, Trev. Tell us what an Estes method is.
So we talked about this device earlier. This is the S box again. But what the Estes method is when you cover your eyes and you cover your ears with the sound with headphones. So you basically are going into a sensory deprivation state where all you're hearing is just the S box, and whatever questions and responses you get, you are only hearing what's coming through the speakers of the headphones, and you're speaking out loud what we're hearing. And in theory, if Riley's asking the questions and I'm answering the questions without knowing the questions, then we like to think that we could potentially be speaking to somebody. So that is in theory what the Estes method is. So
Okay, if there are any spirits here on the LST, we are now in the captain's quarters. We have devices out in the hallway over there. Or corridor. And then we have devices on this table here. You can touch any of them and they'll light up for you. Some of them make noises. We also have Trevor sitting in this chair here. He has a radio. You can interfere with it and we can hear your voice. Could you speak to Trevor? He's focusing really hard so that he can hear you. If you're here with us, can you touch the device with the red light?
it's so quiet. This is the most quiet I've ever heard this thing.
Could you make this device go off? That's Trevor touching that. If you don't want to come in here, can you touch the same device that's out there in the hallway?
It sounded like help me. Like super faint.
Are you in trouble?
Did you just touch me?
No. I was moving this. You might have
Oh,
this.
the cord must have hit me. I was like, what the fuck just touched me? Dude, I heard literally the faintest, like under a sweep, it sounded like, okay. That was it.
Interesting.
That was like the quietest S-Box session I've ever heard.
Yeah, maybe we gotta try a different part of the ship.
Has anything else happened?
Nothing.
Nothing else
at all.
went off?
Not even a noise.
Okay.
It was so quiet.
Then off we go, because no point in wasting time.
Because we learned if it's gonna happen,
It's not gonna happen
it's
by
just
waiting.
gonna happen.
Yeah, it's
quick.
not gonna happen by waiting. Maybe they want to talk to you, because they definitely didn't want to talk to me.
I don't know. It was getting spooky on this thing.
It's definitely got a feel to it. I'll tell
It's
you
getting
what.
spooky on here. I tell you what.
I'll tell you what. It's getting mad spooky. So if there's any spirits up here with us, or any soldiers, any enlisted men, why don't you come in here and we can discuss plans for the invasion?
It's coming up in a few days. We have some ideas.
Some ideas. If you're up here, can you copy the sound that I'm gonna make? Wilson sitting in front of the hallway and looking at us kind of creepy.
I'm just looking down there.
Yeah, she's looking straight down the hallway. It's creepy. Go ahead and use any of these devices, energies, to manipulate any one of them, of the other ones that is.
That came from like outside.
If you're walking up here, go ahead and walk straight through. Come say hi.
That's crazy. The noise came from out there, right where my phone is.
Yeah. Are you saying that there's going to be something on our phone for us to check? Can you say yes or no? Or touch one of these antennas?
Justice.
We do want to do you justice. Just help us help you.
Action. Plate.
This is where they would eat, so plate makes sense.
Action. They would talk about what actions.
What
they
actions
would
they
take.
would be taking. That makes sense too.
Are we talking about D-Day?
I'm sorry.
Mommy.
Mommy. What was the beach called that we were going to be landing on June 6th?
Above.
What was the name of the beach?
There's that sound. Are you above us?
I heard it 100% like straight down the hallway. Sounded like
Step. Evil.
I didn't even get a chance to say it, but when I was going like this, it sounded like somebody was dragging their feet. Go ahead and come down the hallway. I have full goosebumps. Like you can clearly see them. Can you shut this door? Or maybe shut one of these doors? I think now is a good time too to just like preface it real quick and say these have been working fine all night. There's nothing wrong with them.
What was going on earlier?
Exactly.
That was crazy.
I'm really both of them are quiet. They're both 100% calibrated, completely working fine. Brand new batteries have been broken in now. What the fuck? That was crazy. To me that solidifies that something is happening.
Something weird was happening.
Yeah, something is definitely happening on this ship. It's not like a constant crash. I don't feel nearly as charged as I did just a second ago. We'll give you just a little bit more time before we move to a different spot in the ship. And see if there's anybody else that wants to communicate. Just go ahead, touch any one of these and we'll stay for a while longer. We've got other toys we can try if you can do that for us. Alright, so if there's anybody up here that used to work with these charts, could you please make yourself known? Touch any of these devices that are sitting on your chart table, or the device that's on the helm. That goes for anybody that worked up here in this not captain's quarters, but where all the magic happened.
Is anyone manning the ship? Or are we free drifting?
Could you maybe bang on one of these walls? Try to open one of these lockers. Maybe make a noise just like this.
This just makes what was happening
So much weirder.
so much weirder in that freaking
Yeah, that
bathroom.
I'll say while we were down there on the berthing deck. There's an S box right there too if you want to try it again. I just don't know what to think about it.
Alright, please, 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 if you're here with us, come say something. We're not about. Oh, I think that finally was something. Sound like a guy too, right?
Not sure.
Not sure. Can you tell me what we're standing on? You don't have to give it the name, but what is this?
Is anyone on board with us?
Did you all get furlough? We roam. Also so quiet up here too now.
Dude, we haven't even heard anything
Not a
through
single
this.
thing. I am curious. Go outside really quick and then turn that motherfucker back on. Because if we go out on the deck,
Let's go out on the
because we
deck.
can just leave all this going, because we'll be able to hear it. And if it goes off, then we know the ship is blocking any actual radio interference that's coming through. So if we catch anything through the S-Box while we're inside of the bowels of the ship, that's insanity. Were you
Aboard.
were you unable to speak to us in there because the device was not working properly?
We can hear you now. I hear ya.
I was just gonna say, I think I said I hear you too.
I can hear you too. What's your name? My name is something. Slow it down.
Can you tell me what rank you were? We are currently in the lowest level of the ship in the engine room. And it's starting to get later here, honestly, and it's starting to get a little more creepy. Especially down here. Down here is really creepy. This is the one spot of the ship that gives me the heebie-jeebies. What do you think, right?
It gives you the heebie-jeebies as well.
So, if we have any engineers or mechanics down here, we have some devices. One by this stairwell over here, that if you touch the antenna, it'll light up all different colors for you. We also have one here on this chair. It won't hurt you. It's just a device to let us know where you're at and how much energy you can produce.
I feel like if anybody's gonna appreciate this stuff, it would be you guys.
Alright, so we're gonna step outside for a little bit, so we set up a static cam here in the loading bay. Robot's going off, and the motion detector went off as well.
As we were just saying earlier, we're gonna fucking shit bricks if it goes off.
It's literally never gone off before.
Yeah, and he set it down, backed up, walked away from it, and that went bling bling, and that went boom boom.
Might have caught the tail end of it.
going on.
I mean,
When I turn the GoPro on.
you were about here, at the farthest. Yeah, I was gonna say at the farthest. This is it.
So we can see when it goes off. We were not. There's no way.
I don't have my gimbal right now either, but it looks fine.
Okay, we're gonna step out for a little bit. If you could touch that green ball, or that REM pod there, the black and yellow thing, or walk in front of this again, make that go off. We'd really appreciate it.
Dude, there is no way.
Dude, I swear to God.
I know.
It had already done its
It
one.
did. Yeah, it 100% had calibrated. Yeah. Yeah, because oh, yeah, I'm the one that fucking turned it on.
Yeah.
That's right. You were setting down the REM pod and, like, had already walked away from the REM pod, too.
I was walking back from setting the cat ball down.
Dude.
You set it down, turned it on, and walked away. It went through once, and then went again. It doesn't go twice.
No, it shouldn't have. There's no reason for it to have done what it did. And of course, we didn't hit record on anything yet because we were literally taking a break to get some fresh air.
Yeah, we're putting everything on chargers.
Yeah. I love ghost hunting. Record everything.
I think we start with the EVP session.
Yeah, we haven't done one all night. This is probably the more quiet end of the ship, too.
So we do have devices further down the ship. If you want to touch any of those devices, if you're not going to come near us.
We should be able to hear them, too, if you do. We won't come down there either. We'll appreciate that you just touched them, though. Or make that black box on the floor make noise. That would be even better. I'd be so happy.
Yo.
Yo. Hey, thank you for touching that REM pod. Thank you. I almost said you're welcome. Thank you. Did you work on one of these Jeeps? So is that what you did? Were you a mechanic in the Army? Could you tear one of these down all the way and then rebuild it? Really weird sound.
Okay, I have a device here. I'm going to press record, and we'll be able to hear your voice if you talk through it. I'm going to set it in the Jeep.
Talk to it. We'll be able to hear your voice.
That sounded like talking, didn't it? No, that's you walking. That's you walking.
Did you serve on the ship?
Are you still standing next to us?
Just hold on to that antenna or fling that device off of that stool right there. What the fuck?
Dude,
That
that
just
glass
creaked.
just creaked.
Yeah, that just creaked.
What the fuck?
You kind of got to push on it to make that sound. Was that you? If it was, just grab that bad boy really hard and make it really light up. I got full leggy goosebumps.
Dude, that
right
actually
now.
creeped me out. Is this the same spirit from the breathing deck?
That wasn't your stomach. It was just growling at us. I'm not tripping, right? That's something growled.
I heard a growl.
That wasn't my stomach.
It wasn't mine either. This is it. Is this the same spirit from the breathing deck? Or birthing deck, I mean?
Here's the other thing. What if that wasn't a growl, but like a death gurgle? I'm just saying.
It also could have been the ship too.
It could, yeah, the ship could just be groaning.
I'll
but
have
like
to hear that one back for sure.
I want to hear that in playback really bad. But that's for edit.
The same spirit from the breathing deck?
That wasn't your stomach. It was just growling at us. A lot more noises.
Like, it totally could have been a car too.
It could have, yeah. That's the other thing. The road is like 200 yards that way.
It is busy tonight. But whatever this was.
Yeah, whatever pushed on that plastic.
That
hasn't made any noise in the 20 minutes we sat here, and you kind of have to like.
Literally made the wood creaked. Like that. Do you need one of the tools? You need a tool?
Do you want to work on that thing and get it going? I'd love to hear it run.
What do we need? Do we need a spark plug?
I'll tell you what we need.
Make it go crazier when I get over what we need.
We need a 10mm socket.
The grease gun? And the adapter? And some wrenches? No, not the wrenches.
I think he's saying it needs proper lubrication.
You need a fuel nozzle? No, probably the wire spool, right? Yeah, I think the wind just picked up out there a little bit.
It could have. Are you feeling nervous about the invasion that's coming?
No.
Are you excited? If you're excited, make it light up a little more than that. Let's show your excitement.
The LST-393 was triumphant on one of the most dangerous and deadly days in the modern era. The design of the ship is incredible, obviously, and its history is still trying to speak out.
I think the decks that we walked all night spoke for themselves, like Riley said. This ship is something that I think everybody, if you have the opportunity to ever come and check out, you really should, because not only is something happening that is unexplainable, it is also a piece of history that conquered a day that will live in infamy for the rest of time.
Right. The LST-393 is one of the many ships that stormed the beaches of Normandy and is one of the last remaining ones. So we definitely recommend, if you're ever in Muskegon, Michigan, coming out and checking out the museum, giving it a tour, and you know, if you have a
Helping
chance,
keep this ship afloat.
and then if you have a chance and you enjoyed this video, make sure you give us a like, subscribe, help us reach 1,000 subscribers, and
We will jump in the water, the cold, cold water.
yes,
But we're trying to do that before it gets cold, so help us get there, pretty please. Night Crew, you guys rock.
and with that being said, we want you to remember to always keep your ears and eyes open for where it really goes. Bum.